Good morning. This is Portugal. My name is Jerry, and this is the first video I'm trying to make of this country. I moved here about a couple of years ago, and it's one of the best countries to be in. People are nice, prices are decent, and it's a very pleasant surroundings. They got good summers, they got nice winters. And what else do you want? In these days, with all the staying at home, it's very fortunate that I'm on a farm and I have a lot of room to move around without having to go outside, meet up with other people, and potentially get in trouble with the police, because in this country at the moment you can only do walking and go outside if you have a real good reason. And the only reason that is in principle acceptable at the moment is doing groceries, paying bills, and getting some money at the banks. And then you're supposed to go home and stay home. So by that, being on a farm with a lot of land has a lot of good things. They take the whole problem here very seriously, and people believe in their country and believe in the people who run the country. So civil disobedience here is not a usual thing. Of course, there are always idiots, but they are few and far between here. It's different if you watch television and if you watch YouTube, for instance. There's so many people who have no idea what they're talking about and are absolutely convinced that whatever they say and think is reality. They never had any kind of education, but they think they can tell other people what to think, what to do, and tell them experts in the fields are in it for the money or the glory or whatever. And just because that is their opinion, that makes it gospel. On the other hand, fortunately, there's still a majority who thinks that people who have studied for subjects and who know what they're talking about are a more reliable source of information than the idiots who have the big mouth and unfortunately a big mouth and a charismatic way of presenting always attracts a lot of people. This place here is just fine. It's one of the best. I traveled a lot. It's one of the best places I've ever been to. And as it is part of the EU, as me being a Dutchman and a EU citizen, it's very easy for me to be here because the paperwork is at a minimum. The only thing you need to stay here is a residency permit, and that you just ride into Lisbon and they give it to you. There are also a lot of people here from countries outside of the EU, like South Africa, America, a lot of people from Asian countries, and everybody's just getting along fine. As long as you are a decent person and you respect the police, and they got a second kind of police over here which is called the GNR, which is a subdivision of the military. Just be friendly, respectful, and don't mess with them, because that is the one thing they really do not take kindly to. And outside of that, Portugal is happy to have people coming to the country because their population is aging, and as a token of that, all official offices I dealt with, they are more than happy to help you and to make it easy for you to stay here. And even if they cannot help you directly, they will direct you to the nearest person or official office that can help you. So as you can see here, the country is already in bloom. These are all cherry blossoms, and it is an outstanding place to be. This here is part of the Sierra de Estrella, the mountains of the stars, which means you're about an hour and a half away from Porto, about an hour and a half away from Lisbon, and from there you have airports and you can fly wherever you want to go in the world. The way to get there from here is you use your own car, or what is superior to that is you use the bus system. There are buses going very regularly between all cities here. The quality of the buses are outstanding, and the price of the trip is ridiculous. It is very cheap for Europe. Much different than from my country. My country is very expensive and not very friendly to other people coming anymore. It used to be like that, but no more. Oh well, it is how it is. This is a view of my surroundings here, and like I said, a really nice place to be. Next time I show you the other part of the farm. See you then. Bye. Something I forgot, but it's excusable. It's my first video. If you like what I'm doing, hit the bell, hit the like, and giving me a subscription would be a really big incentive for me to keep doing this. Talk to you next time.